First thing, mistakes to avoid, pricing strategy. Let's have a look. So we need to understand first, what is a logical buyer's decision-making matrix? And there are 4 steps when a landed buyer want to make a decision. Why is it important to understand? Is because if you are buying, you want to understand what is a good decision-making kind of sequence. If you are selling, you can also understand what the buyer is thinking about. So let's have a look at the first one. And before that, why is this important for us? Is because if we don't understand the decision-making matrix that is logical, we will tend to buy with emotion. And next time when we want to sell, there will, of course, be a certain level of heart pain when you want to sell, because there are properties, of course, that are stuck in the market for 12, 18 months and they still cannot find a buyer. So we want to buy with analysis and logic. So let's have a look. Step number 1 of a landed buyer. So a typical landed buyer, and we all know that a landed buyer, they have a certain level of budget, and they are of definitely a certain level of career status, professional status, or maybe they're already having a certain level of property portfolio status, and thus when they want to come into the landed market with, let's say, 4, 5, 8 or 10 or 15, 20 million dollars, they follow a certain decision matrix. And the first step usually that a landed buyer will do is that they will start with a district level decision first. So they will decide which district do I want to go. So after they selected the district, second one is that within that district, they will start to study the enclaves. They might drive around, they might have a feel of the enclave, they might see which portion is elevated, which portion is near to certain amenities, which portion feels good as well, and how are the neighbors like, how is the facade of the existing landed like, how the roads are there, you know, cul-de-sac and stuff like that. So they will start to select enclaves. After they have pinpointed certain enclaves and shortlisted the enclave, they will then start to look at these 3 most important factors. First one, what are the inherent factors of, let's say they shortlisted 3 landed properties or 5 landed properties. What are the inherent factors of these 5 landed? Can I add value, or has there been value that has been added by the current owner? And then vis-a-vis the asking price of this landed home. So these 3 will then make up, in combination, my pricing decision. And after these 3, there are also another 3 subset of homework before I put down the check and make an offer to the seller. Is that I want to compare in terms of the past transaction on this street and enclave. Is this asking price fair? Am I paying too much? Am I paying above value for too much? And currently, am I in the seller's or buyer's market? Am I in a bull market or a bear market? They also want to look at this thing called CMA, comparative market analysis. That means I want to look at the entire basket of asking prices now. Let's say now this particular enclave and this particular 2 rows of streets are the homes that I'm shortlisted. Maybe there are 5 landed within here that I like, and I'm hunting for a semi-D. What are the other semi-Ds asking for? I want to know the asking prices. We call it comparative market analysis.